From the Detroit Free Press in the heart of the Motor City, it's Tuesday, September 15th. Here are today's top stories. Presented by Bush's Fresh Food Market. Calling all foodies, Bush's is hiring. Are you passionate about food, looking for growth, development, and excellent wages? Come grow with Bush's and apply online at bushes.com/join our team. That's Bush's, BUSCHS.com/join our team.
I'm Paul Egan reporting for the Detroit Free Press. Inmates trashed a housing unit early Monday at Chippewa State Prison in the eastern Upper Peninsula. The trouble started after an officer used a taser on an inmate while breaking up a fight. The prisoner, who later recovered, passed out and was taken out of the prison on a stretcher. According to Byron Osborne, head of the Michigan Corrections Organization, some of the prisoners thought the tased prisoner was dead. About 40 of them approached the officer's station, saying it was payback time. The officers on duty fled to the command center, leaving the prisoners to trash the unit, smashing windows, computers, cameras, and more. The disturbance ended after about 5 hours. There were no serious injuries.
Reporting for the Detroit Free Press, I'm Marian Marini. The Michigan Department of Health and Human Services announced that 10 counties in Michigan will receive aerial and mosquito control treatment Wednesday. This is in a move to prevent the spread of eastern equine encephalitis. News of this move comes as fatal triple E cases were confirmed in 22 horses in these counties. This is double the number of cases identified this time last year. Although no human cases have been confirmed yet, humans are at a similar risk with 33% fatality rate and no vaccine available. In 2019, Michigan experienced its worst outbreak of triple E, with 15 counties identified as high risk and 10 Michiganders contracting the deadly virus, with 6 falling victim. The 10 counties that have confirmed cases and as such will receive treatment are Berry, Clare, Iona, Isabella, Jackson, Kent, Mecosta, Montcalm, Newaygo, and Oakland counties. For more information on the triple E virus and safety precautions from Michigan health officials, visit thefreep.com.
This is Phoebe Wall-Howard, a reporter at the Detroit Free Press. As it turns out, COVID-19 is creating tremendous stress and anxiety for families, especially parents who are teaching young children at home as schools are closed. Darren McCarty, the retired Detroit Red Wings Stanley Cup champion, develops CBD products with Pincana. He said that he talks with hockey moms and soccer moms who are trying to get away from Xanax and other antidepressants and find a more natural path to pain relief. The company Thumb Coast CBD has shops in Southfield and St. Clair and supplies to businesses in Grosse Pointe and Lexington. In addition, they're now shipping to Florida, Texas, California, and Mississippi. Thumb Coast CBD said that their many clients in Canada are no longer receiving shipments since the border shut down.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Darcy Moran. So here's a question. You've got the right to vote, but what if voting doesn't go right? Harassment at the polls, long lines, absentee ballot concerns, change voting locations, voter ID issues, COVID-19 concerns, misinformation, all of it can serve as improper impediments on your right to have your voice heard. So coming up to the November election, the Detroit Free Press has again partnered with ProPublica's Electionland project. We're tracking the problems you may face in voting, and now there's a tip line for Michigan voters to weigh in. You can text VOTE to 81380 or send the word VOTE on WhatsApp to 1-850-909-8683. If you text ahead of time, you'll even get a reminder the day of the election. Again, you can text VOTE to 81380 or send the word VOTE on WhatsApp to 1-850-909-8683. You can also reach out on Facebook Messenger or through a special link. Check out freep.com for more on those.
I'm Kirkland Crawford with the Free Press Sports Department, and a look back one more time at the Detroit Lions. We're still sifting through the wreckage after the 27-23 loss to the Bears on Sunday. Here's what stood out most to Lions beat writer Dave Birkett as we look ahead to this week's game at Green Bay.
I came away with, I don't know, I seem to say this, occasionally at the start of seasons, no matter what happens, is that, the Lions kind of are who we thought they were to, a certain extent. Like the defense was even though they held the Bears to 2 field goals, really through the first 3 quarters. I wasn't particularly impressed with the Lions defense. Still not getting any pressure on the opposing quarterbacks. They've given up a lot of yards. It looked like Trubisky, being the mediocre Mitch that he is, kind of shot himself in the foot a couple times and really missed on some plays. So I was not impressed with their defense. The offense, even though they had their own problems, right? 3 and outs in the first 5 drives and stalled in the red zone a couple times. I still came away thinking, like, this offense is going to be really good when Galladay's here, because think about it, Quintez Cephas, I think he had 10 balls thrown his way. He caught 3 of them. Him and Stafford just weren't in sync yesterday, right? I mean, Peterson with the running game, that seemed to give me a little bit of a confidence boost in what this offense can be, and the fact that they protected Matthew Stafford fairly well up front made me think again that when Galladay is back, this offense is going to be good.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out freep.com. That's FREEP.com. If you're a fan and want to support our quality local journalism, subscribe. Go to freep.com/special offer.